Dee-doo-dee-doo, ho-ho-ho. Well, howdy doody, boys and girls, and howdy doody, Rodeo Ray.
Hi there, Howdy Doody. Hi, kids at home. Hi, Clarabelle. And look at all the wonderful kids in the peanut gallery. Hi, kids. What time is it?
Howdy Doody!
You're right. Let's sing the theme. Okay, Professor? Here we go. Kids. Hi, everybody. Hi, Howdy. How you doing?
Hi, Ray, and gee, I'm glad to see your ukulele is okay today.
Oh, you bet.
Not much good without the strings, and from the way that Clarabelle fixed it yesterday.
That's right, Howdy. They're all on there now. I've got all my strings on my uke.
Say, you know something else, Ray? Crossing the street isn't very good either.
That's right.
I mean, if you don't use your eyes as well as your feet. What would you like to hear my song about it?
I certainly wouldn't.
Okay. Well, if you think you'll use your feet when you cross the street, I'll set you wise. In the daytime or night, look around left and right and cross the street with your eyes. If you look before you leap, you will always keep the health you prize. It is safer to wait, be a few seconds late, and cross the street with your eyes. Never try to beat that car, even though it's off so far. Chances are you won't be seen, so don't take a step till the light turns green. If you think you use your feet when you cross the street, here's a surprise. Your pal Howdy knows if you had 50 toes, you still cross the street with your eyes.
Say, wasn't that wonderful?
Oh, well, thanks, kids. And say, Ray, would you come here a minute, please?
Sure, Howdy. What is it?
Bend over a minute, please. I want to whisper something to you, Ray. Will you sing it?
Oh, yeah. I think that's good.
And I sing away.
That's fine. All right, Howdy. I think that's a wonderful idea. Kids, Howdy just told me of a wonderful game that we can play. And it's going to require two children from the peanut gallery. A boy and a girl. Maybe this little boy over here. Come on out here. And this little girl, all right? Okay?
She's my friend.
Oh, well, I'm very glad that she's your friend. Come on out here, kids. Now, we're going to show you how very, very important it is to use your eyes. Now, first, I want to know your name, dear.
Ricky.
Oh, say it real loud.
Ricky.
And where do you come from, Ricky? Where are you from?
From Watson Avenue.
From Watson Avenue? Where is it?
Back in the boat.
Well, good. And how about your name?
I'm Billy.
Billy what?
Billy Tate.
Billy Tate. And where are you from, Billy?
Mobile.
Mobile where?
Mobile, Alabama.
Alabama, and you're all the way up here in New York? Well, that's wonderful. Now, look, I'll tell you what we're going to do, kids. This is a very interesting game. Clarabelle has a blindfold here, and we're going to blindfold the little boy, and then he's going to be turned around, and you're going to have to pick for a prize that's going to be hanging on a string, see? But you won't be able to see what you're getting. And then the little girl is going to be able to pick for a prize later, but she will be able to see. Now, we'll explain to you what goes on after you get the prize, all right? Go ahead, Clarabelle. Now, how about letting down the prizes, Clarabelle? Oh, dear, I see them coming now. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute, you stand right here, okay? You watch what's going on. This is a very, very important game. Okay, now, you all ready, Clarabelle? All right. Now, let's turn Billy around so he won't know just exactly in what direction he's going. Now, go right directly ahead and hold your hands out, and the first prize that you get will be yours. Go ahead. That's it, Clarabelle. Where's Miss Sis? Oh, here they are. There we are. Now, you hold that. No, leave it on. Leave it on. Can't see. Now, we'll let the little girl try for a prize. Don't go away, Billy. You stay right here. I just happen to have a piano stool that you can get up on if you want a different kind of a prize. See? Would you like to get up on there? Do you see anything you'd like? Yeah? All right, come on. Come on. Oh, my goodness, what a big girl. Now, which prize do you think you'd like? That one? All right. Get it. You do it. There you are.
Ricky.
Now, come on over here, Billy. Here. Now, let me see. You can take your blindfold off. Now, that's a boy. Give that back to Clarabelle. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, look. Here is the whole point of the game. Now, Billy, because he had a blindfold on and he couldn't see, went over there and he picked a prize, and all it is a bunch of old newspapers. But you, because you could see, you got up on the piano stool and you got a wonderful prize, didn't you? Isn't that right? Well, now, Clarabelle, just because this was a demonstration kind of a game, have you got a prize for Billy? A real prize? All right. Oh, another Howdy Doody puppet. Just like the one that Ricky has. Do you know how to work it, Billy?
Yeah.
You put your hand up inside of it. Here, see? You put your hand right inside,
Yeah.
and you put your finger up in there, and then you make it work, and then you talk. Here. Okay?
How do you make it talk?
Oh, you have to talk for it. Okay, kids, thank you very much. I think that was a wonderful game, don't you? See, that demonstrates how very important it is to be able to see. And always remember to look where you're going. Isn't that right, Howdy? Wasn't that great? Oh,
Gee, I hope so, Ray. And kids, really, you don't know how important it is. Sometimes a man driving your car can't see you, and anyway, it's you who has to use your eyes.
That's
No
right.
one else can never do that for you.
That's right.
It's
Very well said, Howdy. Very well said.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Buster. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, you were 100% correct. Whether you're young or old, or North American or South American, you must keep your eyes open all the time.
Well, that's right, Mr. Buster. I know you always keep your eyes open.
Oh, yes, indeedy I do. And right now my eyes are open, and do you know what they see?
No, what do they see?
They see the Blusteroo chart.
Oh,
Yes, Howdy, the Blusteroo chart. But do you know what they don't see?
no. What is it they don't see as if I didn't know?
Well, you have a good imagination. They don't see anything on the chart for yesterday. You didn't give 500 marbles to me yesterday, and you didn't give me something else instead of the marbles either.
Oh, I know, Mr. Buster, but you weren't here yesterday, and how could I give you anything if you weren't even here even?
That's a good point, but it's just an excuse. But the answer is simple enough, Howdy. You owe me something for yesterday, and of course you owe me something for today. So today, you will give me 2 things.
Oh, dear, that's right, I guess.
Yes.
Well, I don't have any marbles for you, Mr. Buster, so what would you like first?
Well, now, I was thinking this morning, some time ago, you gave me the scope doodle.
Yeah, that's right. You own the scope doodle now.
And I was thinking, what good is the scope doodle without the scope doodle curtains?
Oh, you mean those nice red curtains that Clarabelle opens up when he goes to the scope doodle?
Specifically, yes. Those nice red curtains. I might take those.
Oh, well, I guess that's all right. Curtains won't do me much good if I don't own the scope doodle.
Yes, but before I take the things, I'd like a demonstration. Clarabelle? Clarabelle, would you be kind enough to open and close the scope doodle curtains 4 times for me? Yes, 4 times. That should be a fair test.
Yes, Clarabelle, please do it for Mr. Buster, will you? That's fine, Clarabelle. You're doing very well. All right, now do it 3 more times, please.
That's right. My.
Why, Clarabelle's very clever, isn't he, Mr. Buster?
Oh, exceptionally. Yes, he is. I didn't think he knew how to pull a string. He's done this so well that I'll take the curtains and I'll count them as 500 marbles.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Buster. And Clarabelle, will you please fix the Blusteroo chart? Write down curtains on the left.
That's right.
That's it. And then 2,000 in the other column.
It's a pretty big number for him.
That's it. Now you take care of that, Clarabelle. And Mr. Buster, that settles us on yesterday's marbles. But Now I have to give you 500 more for today.
That's right. What do you want to offer me?
Well, I got lots more curtains, Mr. Bluster.
Oh, no, thank you. I don't want any more curtains. Enough is enough. What else do you have left to give me?
Well, I just don't know right now. I have so little left. Well, would you give me some time to think about it, and later I'll try to have something ready for you?
All right, certainly. I'll be back in a few minutes. But I want something, and it better be good. Goodbye. Greetings, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Bluster. I'll have something for you. Ray, would you come here a second, please?
Yes, Howdy Doody. Is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, yes, Ray. I just gave Mr. Bluster the scope doodle curtains to take care of yesterday's marbles, but...
Yes.
Well, gee whiz, I have to give him something for today, too, and I'm stumped. I wonder if you could think of something.
I'll certainly try very hard, Howdy Doody. Maybe I can think of some kind of a trick an old cowboy trick that I might have learned way back there. If I could just think of it.
Gee, thanks, Ray. A trick would be good if you can dig one up.
Yeah.
So, Clarabelle, you open up the scope doodle, and when the movie's over, maybe Ray will have something for us.
That's a good idea, Clarabelle. You open the curtain. Oh, that's right, the sign. Mr. Bluster's sign has to go on the scope doodle curtains. Oh, golly. Well, I'll try to think of a trick while the movie's going on. I'll go over here and watch it with the kids. Now, here we go with our old-time movie. There, Clarabelle's got it all adjusted. It's going to be in focus. Move over here a little closer. That's a boy. Can you all see all right now? Fine. See? Now, this is a very interesting picture. Harry Langdon, you've seen him before, I think. He's the young man who just got married, and that's his very pretty bride. But he has nothing but bad luck. Just coming out of the church, a horseshoe falls down and hits him right on the head. And he says, well, it's all right. Drops it in a box and hits a mirror, which is also supposed to be bad luck. Well, he feels a little unhappy about that. But he says, oh, that's all right. We'll make out fine.
Oh, look, that's flatters.
Uh-huh. So anyhow, they get in the car, and they're going on their honeymoon. And what do they do but miss the boat? They were going to take a cruise. So in the meantime, here's the captain of an old ship, and he is looking for help. So while, that is one way of getting a crew. He knocked them out. And he's going to be shanghaied and taken aboard this ship with his bride. Well, here they are out on the middle of the ocean. And there's poor Harry over there dressed in a sailor suit. And he says, now, look, I've got to get out of here. I just got married and my poor wife is waiting for me. He doesn't realize that she's also on board. So he says, let me out of here, and he opens a porthole, and of course all the water comes in. See, the boat's very heavy, and it's way down in the water. So finally he goes upstairs, or up on deck there, and he sees this line of people all waiting to talk to the captain, because all of the sailors are very unhappy about conditions on the ship. So he gets in the line with them. Well, while these sailors are waiting to talk to the captain, they get a little unhappy. They get a little worried because the captain's a very tough, mean man. So they don't mind at all when Harry says, would you mind if I got up in your place? I want to get in there real soon. They say, sure, go right ahead. Because they're all very much frightened of the captain. And look at that big fellow in front of him. You know who he is, kids? He's the cook. So there he is inside. The cook is talking to the captain. Well, you see what happens. The captain is so tough, he takes this great big fellow, this cook, and knocks him right out. And then he gets very unhappy. And he picks Harry up and starts beating all the other fellows with Harry. There he goes, and lands right back in the hole where he was before. Now, oh, this is Harry's wife. She was also shanghaied, and she's also aboard the ship, but she's making like she's a sailor. She cut off a little piece of her hair and made a mustache out of it. Well, here we are back in the galley again, sort of like the kitchen, and Harry is the assistant to the cook, and he tries that same thing. He swallows some kerosene to try to make it start. That's a terrible, terrible thing to take in your mouth. My goodness. But it worked. Ooh.
It made a fire almost. Did it really get burned?
Just a little bit, I guess.
I would like to be burned with fire.
Oh, no. You wouldn't really.
No, not it.
No.
I wouldn't either. I would be.
Look what happened. Did you see? No. That was some rubber bands that fell down out of a box into the plate of soup that he's going to bring to the captain. Let's see what happens now. You know what those elastic bands look like, don't you? Are they very good to eat? Well, there he is. So he takes a mouthful of those rubber bands along with the soup. So he gets Harry over there. He says, "Young man, there's something peculiar about this soup, so you eat it." So Harry tries. He doesn't do very well. You can see how much the ship is rocking because Harry goes completely out of view there once in a while. Well, he makes believe that it's very good soup, but it really isn't.
No, I wouldn't like it. That doesn't look like so good.
You did? Well, that's wonderful. Well, there's the picture of the ship again, way out in the ocean. And it's going back and forth and back and forth. And after all that terrible soup with all those rubber bands that he's been eating, I don't think he feels very well. And he says, "Please, I think you'll have to excuse me." And out he goes to deck, and the ship is rocking so hard that all the other sailors aren't feeling very well either. And Harry's having a terrible time even getting anywhere near the rail. There he is. Well, here we are, back inside again, and the captain is eating a salad, and instead of taking salad oil, he takes the oil right out of a lamp.
That tastes good either.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Now he could get a fire in his stomach. A little hot. Now you
He's going to try to get it off his head. Now watch. Uh-oh. And he hit himself. Somebody else took it off. It was the cook. Go ahead, take this on into the captain now. Well, in the meantime, see who this is? The fellow with the mustache? That's really Harry's wife. All dressed up like a sailor with that lock of hair that she cut off. She made a mustache out of it. Even Harry doesn't know that it's his wife. And she looks at him, oh dear. Harry's very happy with her. He thinks it's just a sailor who poured all hot coffee on him. And she's trying to say, "But Harry, I'm your dearly beloved wife." And he doesn't believe it. So they have their first argument.
Pick it up, I've done it before.
And it's quite an argument, too. That captain is certainly a tough man, isn't he?
Yeah.
I bet you wouldn't like to be on board that ship with him.
I wouldn't either. I would just sail off with my own life before I even get
He's certainly a very hungry fellow.
to know it.
There's another roast. Looks like roast rabbit, doesn't it? But the captain doesn't quite know what it is. And he says, Harry, where is the cat? Harry says, oh, the cat's around. And he proceeds to eat the rabbit and prove to him that it's really a very fine rabbit.
It sure is. I guess it is. I guess it is. I guess it is. I guess it is.
See? He says, here, kitty, 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 I've got to show you to the captain. And there's the kitty, fortunately. See, everything's all right. Well, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a good movie, kids? You know, I still have to think of a trick. I promised Howdy that I'd try to think of some kind of a trick so that we could pay Mr. Bluster something. Let me see. I've got it, Clarabelle. Say, Howdy, I just thought of a wonderful trick that I can do for you.
You did, Ray?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy. Tell us about it quickly.
Sure, all right. Well, I'll tell you, you have to...
Oh, howdy, Mr. Bluster. Well, look, I don't know exactly what it is yet, but Ray has some sort of a cowboy trick he's going to show us. And if he teaches it to you, and if you like it,
Yes?
will you count it as today's 500 marbles?
Well, if he teaches it to me, and if I like it, yes, why, of course I'll count it. But it must be good.
Okay, Mr. Bluster, fine. Ray, please show us the trick now, please.
Okay, all right, Howdy. Now, look, kids, here's the idea. You have to take, I used to do it with a rope, but now I'm going to do it with a handkerchief so you can see it just a little better. The idea is to take a handkerchief and hold on to one end with each hand and make a knot out of it without letting go. Do you think that's possible? Well, it can be done, but it took me a long... Clarabelle. It's a difficult trick. You can do it? All right, let me see you. I don't care. No, not with my handkerchief. I don't trust you well enough for that. You get something else. I don't believe that this can be done. Clarabelle, where in the world did you get that? That is not your handkerchief, is it? Do you have a cold? Well, all right, try it. But you have to hang on to each end. Don't let go of either end of it. All right. Now, oh, Clarabelle. Clarabelle. Now, no, do it a little slower, Clarabelle. Just a little slower. Clarabelle. Clarabelle, you know what you are? You're a real clown. Oh, Clarabelle. Clarabelle is one of the silliest people that I have ever met. Now, let me see. Did you make a knot out of the now, just hold still, Clarabelle. Just hold still. No, that's not good enough. You got to do a little more. Go ahead. Oh, Clarabelle. Now let me look at it. No. Sorry, Clarabelle, it didn't work. But you can stay there and rest up for a couple of minutes. Now, look, I'll tell you what. Sit down again, kids, and I'll show you the trick. Here's how to do it. Now, watch very closely, and you'll be able to show it to all the kids when you get home, all right? Unless they've seen it. Maybe they'll know it, too. Now, all you have to do is fold your arms like this. Can you do that? Well, then you reach down with one hand, like that, and pick up one end. Then you reach down and pick up the other end. And all you have to do is unfold your arms, and there's the knot. And you never let go of either end. Isn't that something? How about that? I better go over there and show it to Howdy Doody and Mr. Bluster. Well, here we are with the trick. Here, see, Howdy and Mr. Bluster, all you have to do is lay the handkerchief down like that. You fold your arms, and you pick up one end, and then you pick up the other end, and unfold your arms, and there's the knot. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, wonderful, Ray. You did it.
Yes,
You
sir.
made the nut.
How about
Oh,
that?
Mr. Buster, how did you like that? Wasn't it wonderful? Oh, wasn't it worth 500 marbles?
Why, it was sensational.
I'm sure
Remarkable.
it had, Golly.
I think it's great. It counts as 500 marbles. Ray,
that's
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And let me see it again now, will you? So I know how to do it.
Oh, you want to see it again for yourself? All right. Now, look, I'll do it right in front of you. See, the trick is to fold your arms, and then you grab one end of the handkerchief with one hand, and the other end of the handkerchief with the other hand. And then you unfold your arms. And there
Fine.
you are.
Wonderful. Oh, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Howdy.
It's a pleasure.
Well, I have
It's a
fun
real
with
pleasure.
this. I must show it to Dilly Dally now. Oh,
Okay.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye,
Buster.
Mr. Buster.
Bye.
Thank you. Oh, gee, Ray, I don't know how to ever say thanks.
Oh,
It's
that's
really
all
a
right,
great
Howdy.
trick. And Clarabelle, you can add that to the Buster Root chart, too. You write rope trick on the left, and then only 1,500 marbles on the right. Boy, all we owe Mr. Buster now is 1,500 more marbles. Why, he'll be almost paid off Monday when Mr. Smith comes
right.
back.
Say, Howdy, I'm awful happy that my trick worked. You know that, don't you? I'm
Oh,
so
boy,
glad
I am
remembered.
too, Ray. Could I sort of say thanks to you by singing a song and dedicating it to you?
Well, Howdy, that's wonderful. I'd be
Okay,
very
then,
happy.
Ray, just for you and the kids, of course, too. I'm going to sing and I might even dance a little bit, too.
Well, good.
Yeah, it's a treat, mighty neat, when your feet catch the beat of the sweet and snappy, happy howdy doody. Use your hips, use your knees, it's a breeze, it'll please all the he's and she's who do the howdy doody. Oh, everyone likes his fun, and you'll have your chance when you learn how to do the howdy doody dance. Everyone likes his fun, and you'll have your chance when you learn how to do the howdy doody dance.
That was wonderful, Howdy. Oh, golly, kids, there's the cuckoo. But you know, before we sing the theme song, I want you all to promise me something. Remember what you learned today in our demonstration. Do you remember what we showed you? What did you learn? To keep your eyes open all the time and look where you're going, particularly when you cross the street. That was the whole point. When you don't have your eyes open, you can't see anything. So you keep your eyes open all the time. All right? And look up and down before you cross the street. Well, oh, Clarabelle. We'll see him next time. Let's sing the theme, kids. Okay, Professor. Doody time, Miss Howdy Doody time. I'll spend that howdy do. Now say good night to you. Good night, kids. Wave to everybody. Good night, everybody. So long, Howdy.
Well, so long, kids, and good night, Ray, and thanks again. Oh, you're my buddy. And don't forget, kids, portions of the Howdy Doody Show are electrically transcribed.